I'm following pop culture, celebrity news, Death First Heard, stories like that, and Ezra Miller not too long ago kept getting in the news. Ezra got arrested. Ezra did something with a 12-year-old. People considered grooming, things like that, and now there's more. So this says published 15 hours ago. Right now it's August 6th where I am, so this article's from around that time. It says, new details about Ezra Miller's cult leader-like behavior surface. Let's see what this is about. And in case you don't know, which you probably do, Ezra Miller plays the Flash, so Ezra's a pretty big star. According to Insider, multiple people have stated that Miller acted like a cult leader during their time renting a spacious Airbnb in, not sure where that is, Reykjavik, Iceland, which was home to a menagerie of Icelandic artists, expats, and spiritual confidants whom Miller had encouraged to stay there, even though many had their own homes in that particular town. Icelandic is a very difficult language, not even trying it. One woman who went to the house in March 2020 referred to Airbnb as commune, noting that the guests living in the house were hypnotized by Miller's every word and unfazed by their mood swings. Rumors soon began to circulate that Reykjavik, I think that's what it says, the Flash actor was running a cult due to their monologues on spirituality and emotional outbursts, as well as their insistence that they possessed supernatural powers, requesting that guests should participate in group meditations. By the way, Ezra Miller identifies as they, which is why they keep saying they, but not getting into that subject. Let's keep going. Insider noted that many of the people who became involved with Miller said they believed in the issues Miller cared about. Okay, whatever that might be. And they go on to say not everyone who went to the house was actually taken in by it. Some of them kind of saw what was going on, I think is what they're getting at. A 23-year-old woman reported witnessing Miller fly easily into a rage over trivial matters, swearing and screaming at one group of friends for trying to pick which song to play over a speaker, telling the group to get out of their sanctuary. The woman also recalled a time when Miller confronted her and her friend about wanting to leave the house. "You don't like my hospitality?" said Miller, who warned the pair that they could read minds. When she eventually left the house, she stated that it felt like escaping. "I was a bit traumatized for a while," she admitted. "It was one of the weirdest days I've ever experienced." Sounds about consistent with what we've been hearing. After 6 days, Miller returned to their home in that town in Iceland, and the woman went home to her apartment where her roommate proceeded to share documents with her about how cult leaders promise spiritual awakenings or material goods to manipulate targets and isolate them from their family and friends. "It was the exact thing that I was in with Miller, and that really scared me," the young musician said, who was so terrified of seeing Miller again that she fled her apartment until the actor left the country 10 days later. The woman has stated that while she only spent 6 days with Miller, it honestly felt way, way longer, and that she isn't sure she will ever recover from this. That's a pretty big statement. Spending 6 days with someone and saying you'll never recover? Hey, 6 days could be a long time, but something heavy must have happened if they're making this statement, and we take it as true. Miller being called a cult leader is the latest in a long string of accusations against the actor. They had previously been reported to the police for engaging with a German woman in threatening abusive behavior while visiting her home in February 2022. The actor has also been accused of grooming an 18-year-old woman by her parents, and I think she was younger than that when they met. Not totally sure, but if I recall correctly, I think Ezra met the girl before 18. Don't quote me on it. Another incident involves Miller housing a mother of 3 and her children at a cannabis farm with loose firearms in June 2022. Despite all the allegations and accusations against the actor, Warner Bros. Is still expected to release The Flash, which stars Miller as the titular speedster in theaters in 2023. Wow, man. Warner Bros. Is really forgiving, aren't they? And by the way, the allegations about the cannabis farm came from one of the children's fathers. So take that as you will, but it's nice to mention a source. Anyway, let me know what you think down below. Doing pop culture, Depth vs. Heard, celebrity news. If you don't subscribe here, I'll be pretty sad about it, but I'll get over it, make a new video. Done here for now. See you next time.